And thank you so much for me providing the opportunity to present myself in the topic understanding sociocultural influences on child development in early childhood services NSW, which is based on the bonus first informed approach. I'm myself is Anup Panta, and I'm the student of Crown studying the graduate diploma in early childhood teaching. So I would like to thank you for this opportunity. Moving to the first slide, what I'm going to discuss is the socio-cultural influences on child development in NSW that shapes a child's future learning, health, and the overall well-being. Here, I will be mainly discussing on the how different parts like indigeneity, gender, language, and socio-economic background interact with Brenner's ecological system theory that influence the overall development of the child, especially in the NSW. So I've divided it into the different kind of system which possibly affect the overall development of the child and impact each layer is impacted by the different sources. So these are the microsystem, mesosystem, exosystem, macrosystem, and chronosystem, which helps to understand how various layers of a child's environment interact to influence their development. So moving to the next slide. The first one, indigeneity and the early childhood development. It is divided into the two parts, that is cultural and systematic factor and policy practice. So in the cultural and systematic factor, the child, they are who are from the different background like the Aborigine and Torres Strait, their strong family ties and community involvement in the microsystem are crucial for their identity and emotional well-being. Whereas in the policy, in the practice, the colonization and the intergenerational trauma continue to impact the education. So culturally safe space for such backgrounds children is very important, which where the educators are the sole, they are the person who are responsible to create those such kind of environment. Moving to the gender and developmental experience, so the microsystem influence our families and the caregivers teach gender expectation to different kind of media. The mesosystem reinforcement in early childhood setting either reinforce or challenge the messages that educator promote gender neutrality, and chronosystem evolution is growing societal acceptance of non-binary and transgender identity. Strict gender roles like emotional expression is really crucial. Language and communication in multilingual context in microsystem and identity using home language, which is related to their identity and culture, or bilingual children develop the flexibility if educators can create such kind of environment. In the mesosystem collaboration, effective communication between families, educators, how the children is going, how they are developing, what sort of things are triggering them are really important. And the globalization and migration increase linguistic diversity in early childhood setting, where children confidence and supporting social and intellectual development are impacted heavily. So socioeconomic background and developmental equity, the resource disparity, which indicates the low income families and the often lack resources for the children which they need to provide. And the access barriers is the mesosystem challenges include the lack of time, transportation, and trust. Educators may lack the resources for the families which are from the Aboriginal background, so they can support them. And the last one is the chronosystem impacts, where economic changes like from the COVID-19 and rising living cost, opportunity of the low families income may affect the growth of the child heavily, where educators and family can come together and support each other. So the key takeaway from this is the acknowledging the interconnectedness, where they can recognize how all of these topics are interconnected and acknowledge them, prioritizing inclusively and equity, strengthening the policy implementation, which is the important factor, and fostering the collaborating system. So from all of this study and the presentation, so the key takeaway for me is to underscore the critical need of the EC service in NSW and adopt a holistic and responsive approach to foster the overall development of the child. And the policymaker, educators, families, and communities all need to come together in the same table and need to ensure the equitable access to high quality